And now the time has come. Okay, so now let us check if the image is already coming over there or not. I'll come over here, I'll say reload. Woo! Okay, we have the image. What else we want? Okay, so hey everyone, my name is Ronak, back with another video, and this is a cool project that you are going to learn today. Alright, so this is the Breaking Bad API. If you don't know this show, you should watch it. So okay, so this is a really cool show. It has 5 seasons, alright, and it has a really gripping story. It is extremely cool. Okay, and these are the characters that have played several roles. So today we are going to try to, with a developer's point of view, luckily some people have contributed in this project and they have gave us an API which has a list of characters, the episodes and whatnot. Okay, we are today going to make a Breaking Bad character portal using the Flask. Okay, so I came across this API and I decided why not just use Python, because I have been working with a lot of APIs in the past. I think 2017 or 18. Okay, it has been a long time, I know, but I decided, because most of the content on my channel comprises of, let's say, machine learning and deep learning. All right, so I just wanted to even show you fun and cool things that you can do with the web development in the let's say our Python. Okay, so the way today I decided was with this Breaking Bad API, which has so if I use the character endpoint, I have the list of all the characters. So the first character stands for the Walter White, which is the protagonist of this show. And similarly, you have his image, his occupation, his birthday, his appearance, his status. Okay, I don't want to give any spoilers. All right, so nickname is Heisenberg, portrayed by Bryan Cranston. Okay, similarly, you have for each and every single character, Jesse Pinkman, Gustavo Fring, then let's say Hank Schrader, everyone. So the way we handle this is using the Python, and this is my Visual Studio Code. So here I make it, I'll start by making a app.py file. All right, so you will require 2 modules for this project. All right, so the first module is Flask. Okay, so you have to type pip install Flask and another module named as requests. Okay, so this request is quite different from the one we have in the Flask. Okay, so pip install Flask, pip install request. Okay, for it me says requirement already satisfied because I already installed it. And now we shall start our coding. Okay, so I'll say from Flask import Flask, and I'll require render template because we want templating to make this project look very much cool. And another module I require is request. Okay, so this request is used to handle the request, because today we are actually going to work with an online API. I have never shown this in any of my tutorials. Okay, so we are going to handle this link that is somewhere available in the world with our Flask application. So this is really cool project. And now I'll say app is equal to Flask __ name __. Okay, I'm not going to cover much more Flask. I have a lot of tutorials on it. Okay, so you can just check my channel, links will be in the description box below, so you can just refer that one, because coming directly to this one is going to quite get you overwhelmed, okay, with everything. So I'll make a function. So I'll say def, that is the function, and basic is the name of my function, and I'll return and render template, and the name of the template would be index.html, and I'll make an entry point. Okay, so if __ name is __. So if you have an experience in the Python, you might have came across this. This is an entry point, and app.run. All right, and I'll say debug. Oops. Okay, so I'll say debug is equal to true, and this is it. But we want to handle, like I said, our API. But right before that, let me make templates. Okay, so you can also use let's say CLI if you're comfortable using that. mkdir is the command. So index.html, and I'll say exclamation and enter. Okay, so I have basic HTML that I require, and I want to make another folder which is known as static. So this static is going to hold all my let's say CSS and whatnot, okay, images and everything. And the way we handle it, so the next step is we want to handle the actual request. All right, so I'll make a variable req and I'll say request dot get. Okay, so this method is actually used to handle the request. All right, so I'll copy this one, I'll paste it over here. Okay, so this API will be fetched using a link. Okay, this is very, very cool. And now here I'll say characters, because my application today is characters one. Okay, if you want to try, so I'm using character endpoint, but if you want to make something else, you can refer this later on, because you will have the entire code in the description below. Okay, on the GitHub I'll be posting it. You can easily access it and use it according to you. So episodes is something that let's say gives you the list of the episode. Okay, so episode 60th and everything and whatnot. Okay, so all of the characters involved in it and airing date and the episode number. I think that this is the second last or last episode. All right, and similarly you have the quotes said by everyone. Okay, so you have quotes. Okay, so this is a really, really great, and it is also deaths. Okay, so if you haven't watched the show, please go watch it. I don't want to give you any spoilers, but having said that, this is a really, really cool show. You should watch it. Even I would suggest you to watch Better Call Saul if you haven't. So now in order to handle this, I'll say content. So content is basically the name of the variable. Okay, nothing else. So I'll say rec.json, because if you see over here, the data is available in the JSON. Okay, so you have to handle this data in the Python, because not necessarily Python knows what kind of data you are handling with, and most likely API gives you out JSON. All right, so the way we handle it, but this is also not sufficient for Flask. All right, see, if I print this, I'll get a cool JSON of all of the data, and it will be a very giant gibberish. Okay, but I don't want you to get into much more technical depth of it. I want you to, just focus on what the things are. And the way we do it is we are going to iterate through a for loop, because iterating through a for loop will give us a list. Okay, so I'm going to append and create a new list that can be handled in the HTML using Jinja. Okay, that is quite, I would say, a long procedure, but the amount of the code you have to write is very much less. All right, so I'll here say content list. That is the name of the variable I'm just creating, nothing else, nothing fancy. So content list and 2 square braces. All right, and now I'm going to iterate through this. So I'll say for let's say data, that is the name of the variable, for data in content. So this content has my JSON. So now I'll say content list dot append and I'll say data. So this gives me out my data in a very cool format. Okay, in the form of list, practically speaking. And this list can be handled because Jinja doesn't handle JSON as far as I know. Okay, if you know it, please correct me in the comment section below. But we have to now pass that over here. So here I'll say content list itself. So that is the name of the variable I'm using in the Flask to pass the data. And again, I'll say content list, because now this second content list is this one. Okay, that has been taken from the list, and the first content list is just the variable that will be used in the Jinja. All right, please understand this. So now this is the Flask. All right, we are done with the Flask. Okay, I'm getting the request using the request model. Okay, and you are actually working with a somewhere hosted link. That is much cooler. And I'm taking it, I'm requesting that data. I'm trying to pull out the data from that request in the form of JSON. All right, JSON is JavaScript object notation, which is a form to save the data. Then I'm iterating through that. So for data in content is appending. So I have it in the list form, okay, which can be handled later on in the Jinja. Now, in order to handle that in the Jinja, we have to create a for loop even over here. So I'll say for CL, that's content list in content list, because I am passing a variable known as content list, as you can see over here, this one. And always remember to end your for loop. Okay, even I have covered entire Jinja in my tutorials. You can have that in the description box below. Okay, please don't try to directly hop onto this one, because it would be very much harder for you itself. Okay, so and now I'll say CL. That's it. Okay, we have it. This is the data. All right, and now let us check it. Okay, so the way we run it, I'll say py space app.py. Okay, if you are working on Linux or let's say Mac, I would suggest to use Python. Okay, so Python space app.py, that is the name of it. And I'll say localhost colon 5000, and let us see, and we have it. Okay, this is entire data. But not particularly the person is going to look at the data, all right, because this is just gibberish. We want it to be in a very cool format. So let us say I want to extract only the name, all right. So I'll run it and we have it. Okay, so it says Walter White, Jesse Pinkman, Skylar White, Walter White Jr. Okay, so then we have Hank Schrader, Mary Schrader, Mike Ehrmantraut, Saul Goodman, Gustavo Fring, Hector Salamanca. We have all the characters that have been playing. But is this good looking? Not at all. Okay, so now we need Bootstrap. Okay, so Bootstrap is going to help us write a very efficient and good looking thing. All right, because at the end, appearance is everything that matters. All right, in an application. So this is a fun application. Not much of logic is involved over here. I'm just handling the request that is being coming from the API. You can do a lot of cool things. Okay, if you have tried your hands on any of the Google Cloud Platform APIs or Azure APIs, you are going to love them. Okay, I have done a lot of projects in my undergrad. All right, using these APIs back in I think 16 17, okay, 2017. So it has been many years and I have worked on many of the GCP applications where there were the speech translation APIs and everything and whatnot for the Smart India Hackathon and everything. Okay, so my hackathons had a lot of APIs in it. I don't usually write a lot of logic right from scratch unless it is very, very necessary to do it. All right, so now the way we are going to do it is just use Bootstrap. All right, and here I'll say Bootstrap. So now there are many ways you can handle Bootstrap. The way I do it, I just copy the commentary ones. Okay, so we can use this links. So what I'm going to do is I'll be putting the link over here and we have it. Okay, so Bootstrap is there. I don't require JavaScript at the moment, but I'm only focusing on the CSS. And here I'll say Breaking Bad application. So BARBA, that is the way they wrote it. So I'll say Breaking Bad application. Okay, and we have it. And now I'll just get okay, so I don't have to get rid of this. Okay, I'll just put it over here. Now I want it to look, very cool, but I'm not stupid, to write a lot of code for it. So the way I do it is I'll say Bootstrap and I'll say card, okay, because I require cards. So you have to know the orientation of everything. Okay, so this is a simple card. So the way our API is going to look is we will have the image of the characters over here. Card title I think will hold out the name, and here we can mention the let's say the information. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just copy this. Okay, this is the way I work on. Okay, because frankly speaking, I am a researcher scientist. Okay, I'm a scientist. I particularly work on a lot of deep learning models and AI research. I don't work on the front end. Okay, I have been working on the back end also in my past. So I have worked with many cloud and backend applications. So I know Django, I know Flask, I know Node.js, but I don't work much on front end. Okay, I had great team members who always helped me with the front end. So my work in any of the projects was to make the APIs and just host them on the, let's say, AWS, and my friends would handle the requests and using the REST API, that is the representational state transfer, they used to connect to the applications and whatnot. Okay, so React.js, AngularJS, React Native. So I had a great team. Okay, they used to work it like that. Now what I'll do is I'll just take it this and put it over here. Now why am I doing this? Because I want everything that is there to be displayed in the card. All right, now I want this name. So first of all, just let me comment this out and show you the way it is going to look. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just refresh this. CL is undefined. Okay, so it is not going to handle over here. All right, so just let's keep it aside because I think it is very bad at handling the C. So we will have a card like this. Okay, so it has actually the card inside the for loop, so it is handling over there. Now what I'll do is here, instead of card title, I'll remove it and I'll say CL dot name, like I said. All right, because I want to extract the name, and I'll refresh it. Boom, we have it. Okay, so here it says Walter White, Jesse Pinkman, Skylar White. Now similarly, I can get rid of the text over here. First of all, let me just get rid of the button. Okay, I don't require a button because this application I want to just show just like we have it. Okay, so standard application. And now here I'll do something fun. So what I'll do is I'll remove this, I'll put Jinja, I'll say CL, and now if you want to look how it works, see, here they have extracted one data. So I said name, I got Walter White. I'll say img because it holds the image of my character. So I'll say .img and we have it. Okay, and now I'll try to reload this. Boom, we have it. Nicely settled in the card. See, there is each and every character. Okay, by the way, this was one of my favorite characters. Similarly, we have all the characters. Okay, and we have it. All right. So now we have to make this look quite more appealing, particularly. So I'm not going to focus much on the CSS, but I wanted to share with you the ideology behind it, that how you are actually going to handle the APIs in, let's say, whatever we have. Okay, so even if we don't have JSON, okay, if our data isn't in the appropriate form of JSON, I would say you can use anything else. Okay, there are a lot of things with the request model. Please, you can check the documentation and whatnot. So the way I would do it, so now I'll just get rid of this because I don't require. And now I want to make it look, quite more appealing. I want, let's say, see, you can come over here, check what is there. So I'll just print out the birthday and I'll take the nickname. All right. And okay, status is also fine. Okay, so status, birthday and nickname. So what I'll do is I'll say DOB, okay, date of birth. I'll say like this, CL dot birthday. Okay. Similarly, I'll just copy this and I'll make similar changes in it. And we have it. Okay, so now here I'll say, let's say status. So before status, I would say nickname. Okay. So yeah, if you haven't watched the show, please go watch it. Okay, it is really, really worth. I damn love it. Okay, it was one of the best shows, I would say. So even before Westworld, I would rate it. Okay, so really cool show. And I'll say nickname. And the last one that we have is status. Okay, so is the person alive or not? All right, that is it. And here I'll say status. And I'll put a nice HR between the name, and let me reload the application, and we have it. Okay, so we have the name, we have the date of birth, the nickname, and presumed dead. Okay, that is the status. Okay, and similarly we have everything of each and every single characters: Skylar, Walter White Jr., Hank Schrader, and we have a lot of characters. Okay, you can just keep scrolling down and you will have each and every single character that is there in the Breaking Bad. Okay, so this is a really, really cool application. Now, having said that, okay, does your application want you to, you want it to look like this? Not at all. So what I'll do is I'll try to make this a little bit more appealing. So the way I would do it, I can use CSS, to put it in the middle and do something or the other, but I'll just put an image, okay, because images are very cool. So I'll just Google, I'll say Breaking Bad wallpaper. Breaking Bad wallpaper, and let us see. Okay, so this wallpaper seems quite cool, and it is loading, and I'll say save, as you can see. And inside the static, I would like to make a new folder known as images. All right, so it is always going to hold your images, and now here I'll say BB, okay, to make it quite simple. Okay, so Breaking Bad. And now what I'll do is now I'll write some CSS. All right, so I want to handle the body. So what I'll do is let us say, so first of all I'll use style. Okay, style. I'm very bad with the CSS, trust me. And now I'll say body, and inside this I think it is background image. Yeah, and here I'll say I think it is URL. All right, URL. Yeah, URL. And I'll just go to the static folder. Oops, images and BB JPG. And now the time has come. Okay, So now let us check if the image is already coming over there or not. I'll come over here, I'll say reload. Woo! Okay, we have the image. What else we want? Okay, so but when we scroll down, the image is coming over there. Okay, so we want something, quite much cooler. So what I'll do is I'll say, let's say background repeat, and I'll say no repeat. All right, and what, let's say background, I'll have to check. See, this is the great thing about, let's say, okay, it is fixed. Yeah. So this is a really cool thing that CSS has. Like in the VS Code, you don't have to remember anything, okay? Because I'm very, very bad with the front end. I'm telling you guys, you can judge me over that, not with the back end. But I can tell you that I'm very bad at the CSS, but I'm trying to catch up. All right, so now I'll reload this application and we have it. Now this is really, really cool because the left side is only moving because, and this is the wallpaper. Okay, so this is a generic application that one can come across, and the white color is, quite irritating. So I'll change the color over here. So what I'll do is I'll say dot card. Now you might be wondering what is dot card. Okay, this is a class. Okay, so if you want to handle the CSS with the classes, you are going to use dot. So this is the class. Okay, card. And now here I'll say background color. Is there anything for color? Let us check. Okay, so background I would say, and color, yeah, we have it. So I'll give, let's say, the typical Breaking Bad dark green color. It should be, I would say, quite muddy. Okay, that will look cool. And I'll say color. So now this color is for the text, and let us keep that, let's say white. Okay, floral white. Let me save it and let me run it, and we have it. Okay, so this is a really, really cool app. Do we have any other colors? Okay, so let us check. Okay, you just have to you just have to type control space and you will have it. Okay, you don't have to even think of it. Okay, so let me find some another color. Okay, so this is stale gray. Okay, this is gray. I'm even bad with the colors. I've never actually worked on front end much. The best I can believe I have worked is what my colleagues have guided me. Okay, I am very bad with it. Frankly speaking, I'm bad with it. It is not like I have not given it a shot. I have given it a shot, but it just seems quite overwhelming to me. This is not good. This is not good. Okay, so yeah, you can try any other color combination. I'll just keep dark olive green the way it was, and I'll control it. And this is it. And any minor changes. Okay, so I want to show you a cool thing with the cards that we have, and I'll say sticky top. I'll say sticky hyphen top. And let us now reload this application. Now see this. This is more cool. Okay, so it is not even going down. Okay, so it just overlaps over each other. So top is very sticky. That is the sticky top. And I don't think anything is left. Okay, you can put a logo. So usually if you want to put a logo, you will have to say favicon.ico. Okay, so that is the name. So I'll just search for some that. So I'll say Breaking Bad favicon. Okay, so we have 16 by 16. Okay, so it should be ICO, but we don't have at the moment. So I think this would be cool. Okay, so I'll just say save image as, and I'll save to the folder. Okay, so I'll just say logo over here. So this is a PNG. All right, so let us just try it. Not an issue. And the way we do it, I'll say link. In the link, I'll say shortcut icon. I think that is the thing. Never mind. Shortcut icon. If it doesn't come, we'll just check. Yeah, I forgot relation. Okay, so relation is shortcut icon, and we have it. And I think we will have to give it an href and static images and logo. And now let us try to run this. All right, so I'll reload, and we have it. As you can see, over here on the top we have that logo, small cute logo. So this is it about the today's application. Okay, so quite simple and quick application you can actually try your hands on with. Okay, and Flask is very cool. Okay, so you can use Flask in order to do that. Okay, and you will have this code. I will post the link in the description box below. It is a GitHub link, you can go. I'll also put some instructions in the readme file also. So if you want to experiment, if you want to clone, so you can clone it, try it for yourself. And the API gives you a lot of things. Okay, so you have the episodes and whatnot. Okay, so you can make an entire big application. If you're good with the JavaScript, try that with JavaScript, I don't mind. But this is a really cool application. So this is it for today's video. I hope you might have learned something or the other. If you like my content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because your subscription gives me motivation to make more content. So this is it for today's video. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.